almost shifting. We got pizza, moving boxes, or else Checkers beats us. Life is rough here in the depths of space. If shit set comes a-knocking, we shoot them in the face. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, hail cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo. Alright, I got another verse. I hear a boy coming right in my instant, and it just asks me why I blew them all away. But I feel so great now with Sovereign Cargonia. Every round we stand our ground. Gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, hail cargonia, gun cargo, 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 hail cargonia, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo, gun cargo.
Get back to work.
That is the long groan of the dead. I was pressing tilde and not escape. Yay. Guys, I am all sorts of messed up today. Hi, it's Doctor Who's the Chef, coming to you live from somewhere on this planet. I'm tired as fuck. I'm gonna be absolutely having some nonsense, and I've got some cup noodles for breakfast, so excuse me while I have a munch. This is spicy cup noodles, it's about as spicy as the fire that we are about to deliver to some heretics. Perhaps I should let it cool down a little bit first. And tomorrow is my grand road trip to see a certain water-based avian. So we got to go here. Not colonized, you are colonized. Alright. Yes. I am going to go see a duck. A certain, a certain, duck of the, not sane variety. hello. Oh yes, I am going to have plenty of caffeine, and I am going to have a very, very good rest. Vistenzia Vyat, lavishly dressed nobleman in opulent silk gown, watches you with an expectant air, gracefully bows her head. Gem-encrusted implants protrude from her arms and neck. I welcome you on behalf of the noble house Vanta Baram. My name is Vistencia Janus Vant Vyat Ab Aram Af Kronos. By the grace of the Emperor and the will of the rogue trader Theodora von Valancius, I serve as planetary governor and imperial commander-in-chief of this world. And greetings to you, noble Lassarian. It has been years since your last visit to Janus. I am glad to see you again. It is a good sign when a rogue trader's seneschal does not visit a subject planet in a long time. Is that correct, Lady Vyat? It means the governor is taking care of all matters, and there is no need for the seneschal to interfere. I hear praise in your words, and I thank you for them. I don't know why I decided on this voice. In truth, your arrival in this place of the esteemed Lady von Valancius is quite unexpected. Theodora is dead. I'm now in charge. Such tragic news. I will see to it that the planet observes a month of mourning.
For Janus!
And this is why we shouldn't let everyone have...
Do you dare to look me in the eye? Give me strength.
I've been ambushed. Oh no. Donde. Okay. Hello. Okay, this is just going to be simple. You are going to go here, and you are going to make these people regret having eyes.
Emperor, give me strength.
Again.
If I may, the fury of House Orcelio.
Let's call the front
Isn't this a
line
job
there.
for the serfs?
Let's call the midline there. And let's call the back line. Rotate. Here.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Done.
Look out.
I'm enraged!
Oi! I want that. Alrighty. No. You. Regenta, serve me. You are voice of commanded.
I can't do.
You are...
All
take
too
aim. And you are
easy. Not a problem for me.
attacking. You are going to... Let's see.
Doubt is
Yell
for
a
the
lot.
weak.
High momentum.
You're going to run and gun to here and take a burst.
I will
Up
bathe
there.
this battlefield in righteous fury.
Oh, there's more. Honey, the serfs are uprising again. Then am actually going to put you back into the...
Focus, Van Callux. Focus.
Scared yet?
Let's make it quick.
Time to slaughter someone.
Yummy, yummy. It's very good. It's just very spicy. Perhaps I shouldn't have gotten the spiciest one, just because I thought it was funny. Taunting Scream. Wildfire. Every 4 stacks of versatility. Alright. I want you to yell a lot. No. Let's see here. Yes. Gain some strength. Give me... good.
Not sanctioned to do this. I need a foothold.
Yes, it is.
The Emperor is on our side.
I'm here, maggots.
Alrighty, let's see here. So you're going to pray him. Pray him.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable.
Okie dokie. Tactical knowledge. Okay. Tactical knowledge.
Request approved. Running binary override.
You are going to get right. Go up there and give him what for. Yeah. Alrighty, Argenta, I want you to... You're going to... How many versatility do you have? You need more versatility. Versatility... Yes.
Faith without deeds is worthless.
You get to run. So you're gonna go there. And you are going to.
That is not the Emperor's will.
Nope. Okay.
Rejoice in battle!
Why can you not use?
I refuse.
Use the Gambus. Oh. Bull. Fuck you. But you got your versatility.
In thy light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Alright, take that. Lovely. But that at least got us some versatility. Alrighty. You are now my sworn enemy. You're
Indeed.
going to brace for impact.
Explorators know one route. Forward.
Alrighty.
At your beck and call. Tried and tested tactics are the best ones.
Alright.
Let's get to it.
Here we go. Let's
Bitch. We're moving front line up. Am I looking at that?
I am a navigator, not a servitor. Me? If you insist, Lord Captain.
Alrighty, honey. Give me. Nope.
I won't
Do
object.
that. You are going back. Oh, there's still one down here.
Don't frighten me.
Show me what you've got.
All right.
Suits my
Right.
purposes. Nothing I can't do. Already done.
All right. We need to desperately make some people disappear.
As the Emperor commands, I act. I'll do it. Strike is a prayer. Doubt is for the weak. As the Emperor commands, I act.
All right.
Hold on.
Alrighty. Alright. So I want you to
But of
hit
course,
him.
nothing stands against me.
How do you not have the ability to hit again? The fuck did I do with you? I know I respect you, but how are you not able to hit again? That's not good.
Let's see to it. I feel the power
That's
surging.
true.
Be gone.
Activate calculating fury algorithm. The order is contrary to dogmatic protocols.
There we go.
I won't object to it. Let's see to it.
Scared yet?
Vengeance will be swift.
Alright, so I want you to... analyze him.
Vow is to serve.
You are going to expose his
The
weakness.
Omnissiah knows all, comprehends
You are going to walk up to him. You are going to give him a massive what foring.
advancing. Request approved. Vital functions
Nice.
successfully terminated.
Alright.
I'll do it. guided by faith. Pain cleanses the body.
I should have been down a little bit more. But... okay.
Faith without deeds eradicated. I will not. This is unacceptable. I refuse.
Okay. Lovely. Alrighty, Abelard.
Victory is imminent.
You are...
At your back of grey hair, sure hand. I'd rather not.
You have 2 weapons. Why can you not use them? Am I wrong in saying that, like, he used to be able to just go wop up, wop up? I don't get it. I don't get it.
Out of my way!
It's nothing.
If I may,
Reduce to dust.
Heavy is the tread of his faithful.
You know, I think it was because I was doing a daring breach all the time.
Will rule the stars themselves. Grey hair, sure hand. Indeed. I took care of this one. Follow my lead.
step aside. The navigator is coming.
Okay.
Not a problem for me.
I just remember him doing it a lot.
I don't have time for this. I'll pass. All too easy.
I'll do it. God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Jesus, lovely.
Doubt is for the weak.
Praise the Emperor.
Suits my purposes.
I won't go down easy. Get me a target. For the throne.
Alrighty. Indeed.
On in, maggot.
Throne take you.
The scriptural prognosis is fatal.
You motherfucker.
I'll do it. Faith without deeds is worthless. The enemies of the Emperor will be undone. None can escape the Emperor's judgment.
Ha!
As the Emperor commands you, my Emperor. That is not the Emperor's will.
Frickin' Neo's out of the way.
I will do my duty. At your beck and call. Target well struck. Someone else can do this. I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
He just walks away, walks back up, beans him in the fucking side of the head. Hello, Dogcats! You have subscribed. Feed the machine spirit, trust the machine spirit, embrace the machine spirit. Have a pina colada in celebration of appeasing the machine spirit.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
High momentum.
Weapon at the ready.
Goodness. Hey, Argenta. Kill him.
My tactics are flawless.
I'll do it.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, that's just fire for the sake of fire. Your Lordship, Emperor preserve us. Are you all right? Do not fret, layperson. We have grown used to outrageous slovenliness amongst the wardens of every world we visit. He's pissed. Pale grayness is strangling this peasant like a noose. His words are laden with fear for our well-being, and he fears even more for his... He fears for his own even more. You all should be... You should all be flogged for your negligence. Yep. They are rabble who dare raise the hand against the Lord's... the planet's lawful authority. I beg you, your lordship, allow me to escort you inside. The governor will explain. Ha! There better be some explaining. I need... to text my mom. What time? Your lordship, the most honorable von Valancius, the governor is awaiting you in her office. Where she is protected by walls and guards. Would you prefer to meet with her alone or with your entourage? My entourage will accompany me. Because we all want some explaining. And she has some explaining. Your lordship, accept my abject apologies for the reprehensible stunt that spoiled the reception. Even in my worst nightmares, I never would have imagined. I don't care about your apologies. I could have you killed. I assure you I would never. I beg you, give me a chance to prove my loyalty and explain myself. Maid of honor bends into a slavish bow while reaching out to offer a reassuring touch. Immediately draws it away. One of your wardens helped us in battle. Superb shot. Who was it? I want him on my crew. Yearlet. Oh, that other one. No, I want that other guy. Yes, I know. No. The guy that walked up with that gun and just, like, barreled people with it. He was a good shot. You was referring to Yearlet, our chief ally in the struggle against the rebels, turned a blind eye to her horrific mutations given the undoubted advantage she brings. Yearlet comes from the local degenerate stock of this world and knows Janice like the back of her hand. Ogren, yeah, I've seen that in the Pandora Pirate. That seems funny. So she provided several leads as to where we can find bases and storehouses. Though I admit that at times I am tempted to send her away from the estate, her unnaturalness means that speaking with her always leaves me feeling uneasy. Such a gaunt, unfeminine figure, so tall. Did I hear correctly? Governor Viat, you have a mysterious mutant on your estate at this very moment. One of prodigious height, slight build, and supernatural talent for shooting. Did the arrival of this helper never give you pause for thought? So says the Inquisitor. Give me nudes. Noodles. Allow me to make myself clear. To refuse Yearlet's help in our circumstances would have been incredibly rash. Yes, mutants are creatures abhorrent to the Emperor, said in direct face of my navigator. And they should be exterminated. Again, in front of my navigator. But sometimes humanity makes exceptions for those who can serve the Imperium. Again, in front of my navigator. I am not concerned that your aide is a mutant. I am far more concerned that she may be nothing of the sort. Fidelio, I would like to meet this helper of Governor Viat's without delay, out of professional interest. If you speak to Yearlet, you'll find her in the orangery, most likely by the gazebo. She prefers to keep her distance from others. What the hell is happening here? Uprisings broke out in Janice. Not even notified at first. Worms are for the wardens to worry about. I only learned about what happened after miscreants began targeting noble families. Oh no, the people who actually matter. And then it became apparent that what the Administratum's accounts had referred to as unrest were in fact organized attacks on infrastructure and society leaders. They've already brought 13 agri-complexes to a halt and now have moved on to assassination attempts. My wardens are doggedly tracking down the rebels, but their leaders are slipping through our grasp once again. Janus fulfill its foodstuff supplies under current conditions. Yes. From what I know, ratlings would... most of the denizens of Cargonia would be ratlings. I risk angering you, Lordship, but this is nothing compared to shamelessly deceiving you. Let us consider the situation dispassionately. Even the most talented resistance sculptors in Nostradum are unable to guarantee stable ties when shuttles are wary of landing at the spaceport. Terrified peasants are indulging in dangerous minority within their ranks. Until the usual order of things is restored, trade is nigh impossible. Considering what has been occurred, your visit is a true blessing. You see, Janus does not have its own fleet. We could organize a planet-wide search. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Hey, Chris. You are just in time to, I'm on an agri-world, and you work in agriculture. You should have stuck around, man. Gifts like yours, your lordship. Perhaps you will find a way to support your subjects in their hour of need. I'm sure even approximate coordinates would be sufficient to have ground forces and ship's crew work together to hunt down the enemy. Well, if there are no competent people to be found on Janus, I shall have to handle this myself. Oh God, number 6. Dealing with the rebels is your direct responsibility. I want to insult this lady so fucking much. As soon as the pilots stop being so wary of the ports, the workers no longer dread their next shift in the fields. I am immeasurably grateful for your help. You fail me again, I am removing you from office. Perhaps we can talk to the dead people, but they're dead. But you made an example of them for the rest of the foolish rebel. Instantly, I did overhear that Warren's talking about some stranger in the area. Besides, you still do not know who is responsible for the retrobates on the estate. The person who did it might also know something. As well, my retinue are at your service. My secretary is checking the staff as we speak and removing all traces of the attack on the estate. You see Magos, who is responsible for the agronomic efforts of this world. Agronomic. He's also here, and he happened to be visiting this week to deliver his personal report. And of course, there's my aide against the war against Rebel Earlet. I have no doubt she will be delighted to share her knowledge of Janus with your lordship. Is on the verge of starvation. Can you supply people? Yes and no. The question is, can such an expansive and fertile world feed one of a few thousand void rats? Of course. We would lose more provisions to gnawing pests every cycle than those on footfall could eat. But the ship, no, but can a ship send it? No. A cargo shuttle that leaves the shuttle will be a target for attack. Will not hesitate to bring it down. Our silos could become targets for sabotage, blah, 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 blah. Tell me about Janus. Marketable world, both in terms of its vast potential and in terms of the work that has been carried out to transform it into an agri-world. Vyad has ruled Janus for many generations. Each new governor has without fail contributed to the planet's taming. Once a wild planet full of xenobeasts that utterly unsuited for growing anything to the state, despite our best efforts, regularly rebels against us, earthquakes, tsunamis, and the emergence of new pests and weeds invade the arable land. Sometimes I cannot help but think that this world is endowed with consciousness, and consciousness is a capricious and stubborn giant who likes to spoil everything that we have achieved. What do you grow on Janus? Mainly pelican flint corn and red turnip. Apart from that, in the southern hemisphere we also have vast tracts of land. Huge tracts of land. I'm doing the hands. For grogs, what are grogs? Reptile. Nice. Okay. And of course, I cannot fail to mention the several thousand acres of tilled land given over to cultivated fermentable fruits for personal use and limited export. This place is real. Even for an agri-world in the back of Beyond, this place is a real dump. What do you do for your fun when you have free time, that is? Jesus Christ. If you're asking about those of our circle, then let me assure you, there are enough noble families on world to keep boredom at bay. I frequently host guests, your lordship, and my servants arrange suitable entertainments from parlor concerts to private executions of traitors who break imperial law, such as yourself. Who's this person next to you? My lady-in-waiting, Amelia. Amelia performs secretarial duties and helps me remain in constant contact with those families who are most responsible for the productivity and prosperity of Janus. I trust my advice implicitly, and over time, Amelia has become not a mere, but almost my shadow. Losing her was losing my right hand. To bathe in the light of your greatness is true honor, rogue traitor. I must take my leave. Wow, she's up her own ass about shit. Alright. Let's explore. What lovely exploring we're doing.
Incredible. Your heart, esteemed Magos, shines with a kaleidoscope of colors, albeit one made of metal.
Only laypersons believe feelings to be the preserve of flawed flesh. We know the higher passions granted by the Omnissiah, the aversion to tech corruption, the blessing of compliance with the canon of maintenance, and the satisfaction of effective devotional service.
I own this place. Why can I not go through it? I want to have everything in here. Ah. I need more promethium. Okay. Ah! I can spend... Oh, I need to extract promethium. This is profit factor. Give me the profit factor. Okay. All right. Guess we going
It's about
outside.
time.
And those resources, Derberger, are different than those resources are different than the reputation trade resources that I do, the cargo, right? Yeah.
I feel my age when fighting alongside such young warriors.
Indeed. While I have my navigator skills to call upon, you are, statistically speaking, far more likely to perish in battle. Oh, I mean, that came out wrong.
Cassia, foot, meet mouth.
I did fine.
Governor's house, opulent. Yay.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Give me that goods. Alrighty, give me those goods. Tech use.
My success is an irrefutable certainty.
Hello. Greetings, your lordship. Lex Mechanic Vislix. How may I serve you? What do you do here on Janus? I've been entrusted to management of the Adiptus Administratum in order to catalog agronomic data and analyze information. Be blessed, tech brother, your diligence and the diligence of those like you turns anarchy into order and bestows classification to knowledge. Tell me about Janus. Initializing report, the planet's soil possesses a unique composition suitable for the re-engineering of the planet and the mass production of foodstuffs, efficient cultivation, the eastern hemisphere, with the aim of improving production, processes and logistics, and traces of xenoactivity that do not pose an immediate threat. Ongoing. Desired pathologies of flora and fauna have been noted and may pose a threat in the short term. What are the pathologies? Genetic and chemical pathologies. Your lordship, harmless species mutate and become aggressive, while plants change their chemical composition and become more poisonous. This is happening more and more often. If no action is taken, the ecosystem will be irreparably disrupted. Changes may be artificial. Has the possibility ever been considered that someone is manipulating the ecosystem? Not at all. Our tech comrades from the Magos Biologus, are humble workers, not warriors. We could not have come up with a thought of such a militant nature. The mind must be open to all forms of knowledge. I order you to commence a check. In the event that your account of the indolescence of your minds is confirmed, I petition the appropriate penance. Investigate. If you find out it's true, beat yourselves. As often what seems to be insignificant anomalies like these are led to great troubles. As again, we're dealing with the undesirable pathology. And as the genome that is a species, and I have currently developed suppressor genes to meet the plant's organisms. So far, I have not been able to solve the problem. Further exploration would perhaps speed up these processes, but the administrative apparatus has imposed a ban on explorations that are not directly aimed at improving production. Traces xenoactivity according to data. Ruined structures were noted in different sectors. do not have the capacity to study them. For now, I defer to the quest for knowledge. He wants to do something else. Let's talk about something else. How many Adeptus Mechanicus are here? All of the data. 253. 211. How are things with you and your fellows? Is assessed as stable. Progress of the prospects is assessed as encouraging. We'll speak. We'll talk later. Baby, why are you following me? I know it's a cherubim thing, right? Another one of those frickin' weird-ass biologically engineered thing. Wait, what? Who the fuck put it on? Oh! When the fuck did I get that?
Follow my lead.
Hello, old servant. You're too late, Viat's dogs. I'm the master of my own fate. Your lordship, God Emperor must have brought you here. I beg you, help the rebels save Janice. What? Nerve toxin, the inevitable cessation of vitals, no more than 60 seconds. Say whatever you want to say and be quick about it. The golden throne, your lordship, show mercy on the oracles, Sarkman, save them. Extensive Viat, the untouchable governor and leader of the abilities, creating something monstrous behind closed doors. He is the Imperium's interest as smokescreen and purports to be a scholar. Her actions are poisoning the planet. Did you know that the settlements that fail to pay their due tithes on time are allowed to pay with people instead? They even deliver them to order, sometimes old folks, sometimes children. And I've seen those people, I've seen them being delivered to the estate, and then they're never seen or heard from again. They go into secret rooms, they don't come out, your lordship, ever. Peasants were taken on here to serve her sin. Never seen or heard from again. They became loyal servants and toiled for the good of the dynasty. Why should they ever return to the filthy, squalid abodes? Let's add a groan. With only conjecture and rumored had you instantly saved. What secret rooms? Hidden chambers deep within the palace. I've never been inside, thankfully. Servants are only allowed in. The ones the governor trusts, they change. She changes them, pretties them up, defiles them, continues. You accuse the rogue traitors, boy, the governor, of heresy. If your words are false, they themselves are tantamount to heresy. But if what you say is true, if it's true, then your sacrifice will be to your credit, my good man. I swear I'm not lying. Pray for me, holy sister. For me and Janice. I'm not sure I'll last long enough to answer all of your questions. What else is going on in the settlement? I'll tell you exactly what I told the people. Contacted me the ties. Some settlements have already switched to paying with people. They say the amenable settlements get special preference treatment from the governor's dogs. They arranged for medicine to be supplied to some, and then security, and then they completely isolate them. All contact inside and out is cut off. When I managed to get out, he is the one who told me all about this. People are rotting alive in there, strange growths, yellow eyes, stinking like dead bodies. The worst looking ones are rounded up and taken away. The fellow who escaped, he seemed fine, but within a couple of days, rebels picked him up, started seeing monsters instead of people. They had to lock him up away from other folks, the poor sod. And then his wrists. Your lordship, if you'll permit a dying man, don't tell anyone I was the one who unlocked the doors. If you do, they'll go after my family. He let them in. Okay. Alright. He did. Weird old man.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Indeed. I have not seen many places that flaunt such luxury. If you were to scrape all the gilding from every temple on footfall, it would still be less than there is here.
I suspect the residents of an estate like this could buy Footfall in its entirety and use it as a seasonal residence.
Exploration. Security officer. Please demonstrate this building. One of the terrorists from the Axel himself. What's going on here? Ready to report. Conducted a sweep of the area and then all the assassins were arrested and neutralized except for one. Outside, he's already injured 2 orange, trying to clear him. I'll poison him and clear the last dregs of dirt off the estate. Why have you not already done it? The rogue trader is here, mind you. The more he put his life needlessly at risk. It is inexcusable. Girls' reports were only just delivered, but we're... What's so special about this painting? Fortunately, it was empty at the time of the attack. There were no potential hostages. First place, the killer came to beating his retreat and managed to round up all the others with this one holed up inside. Active backup crypt for storing refrigerant and freezing equipment. It's obvious. Your ignorance is depressing, servants. Sorry. Who is a more concerned with clearing the area now than his identity. I'm going to poison him. Using insecticide from stockpiles, and primarily great poisons. Dare question me? Out of my way.
None shall stand in my way.
Piss off, you won't take me alive. Better put a bullet in my brain, let the... Examine. Door looks solid and formidable, but you notice dark marks on it. Sure sign that material is degraded. Suitable tool. Alright, Abelard. Tell him what for. Inside his poor loot, we saw a person, far corner, he desperately gripping a discharge. Lays gun in his hand at the side of you. It can't be, the rogue traitor. The young man, practically a boy, falls to his knees. Your lordship, have mercy. You're a sovereign of this planet. Only you have the power to save us. Youth in a time of recklessness. I heard that said more than once in the Scholar of Progentum, and during my novitiate. Youth is also a time of directness. Let us listen to these young men before we judge him. Why should I listen to a filthy insurgent? You can't just stand aside while your vassals are destroying your worlds. The governor is doing what she wants, rounding up families, raising whole settlements. She's turned the whole world into a slaughterhouse. People are rounded up like groks from the settlements, supposedly to go to the palace, and they're never seen again. Her servants pour something over the fields, and then people lose their minds. They start hearing voices and seeing evil spirits. And while they're dying, she's sitting behind her white walls and feasting on our bones. I was taught that peasants have a tendency to exaggerate their suffering due to sloth and weakness of spirit, but this young man, vermilion thorns pierce every centimeter of his body, and gray shackles bind his hands, feet, and neck. There are no lies in his words, only terror and desperation without end. You're telling me people are seeing spirits? Others grow feral and attack their loved ones, and then there's... People say that in some settlements, well, they stop upholding the law altogether, imperial law and the law of basic human decency. People are turning into animals. Who is behind the rebels? Your lordship, I beg you, don't ask me that. I can't sell out my brethren. It's over for me, but the others, you won't betray them. I won't betray them. There'll be no end to the war on this planet if I can't get a handle on the situation. This is my planet. You are all my people. I need to know what's going on. I need to meet your leader. As long as you keep your word. I've never been near the camp. None of us have. The only chief saw one person there from their base. He came a few times bringing weapons and orders, and he said he represented a greater force than we could imagine. He said that the governor's dogs would pay for their... Don't know we're hidden. They keep their distance from ordinary folks. Rebel Vox! Yay! We have it all worked out so that if anyone gets caught, the others aren't caught with them. But I swiped the chief's fox. I thought after I killed the governor, I could use the message coordinates to find the base and hide out there. That's everything. Alright. Fuck to do. You will live, easy death, die. Why is that funny? Okay, what's up with all these fucking berries? Those berries are definitely going to be,
Error. Making adjustments.
How?
What in the world?
Operation.
Yes, okay.
Successful.
Fuck off. No, just there's not a description, and and that's the second one that I've seen, so I'm just they're very conspicuous. Are we damaged somehow? Am I under some sort of effect that's making my skills go down?
That
We
was
need
a
to
problem for you.
investigate.
Hot shot, lasgun.
A new challenge for me?
Hello. You said that you were supposed to be talked to. Honor to meet you. I am Aquilus Quint, Prefectus of the Officio Agriculturate. I will preserve this record of our conversation forever. What record of our conversation? Every conversation with high-ranking personalities, and afterwards I will fill out all 7 accompanying forms. Personally, your words and judgments are in good hands. Great fortune it is to see for the very first time in all my emissary of the Navis Nobilites here on Janus. I happily welcome the esteemed Cassia Thespelia Erelvia, Navy Navigator of House Orselio. Laudable foresight. From her condescending gaze, the confident bearing to her calm but commanding voice, marks Cassie as heiress to a great butler. Laudable foresight. What do you think of Yacht? Superb leader, possesses an excellent grasp of all matters. Never uses never uses an incorrect form for any given situation. I do not pry into her personal affairs, but I may speak. Lady who feels I favor such finesse cannot be a bad person in my view. Governor's helper, Yearlet. I find her presence most distressing. Of course, I would never gainsay the wisdom of the governor. Okay. Skull descend to footfall. Such developments these are not a quirk of nature. Heritable trait. What are scholar? A true anomaly. One moment. I believe the finished piece was intended to be a gift given around, but under this current doubt, I will be able to send it to footfall. Adequately preserved. It's a pity that it's empty inside. It could have become a proper servo skull herald for the rogue trader unorthodox. Curiosity would look nice on my desk. I mean, yes, of course, undoubtedly. Whatever you wish, your lordship, if that will raise your spirits. What are your duties here? Record everything. When were the last shipments sent? We need to fix the situation. When do collector ships come? I must confess that as I have not yet had the pleasure of filling out a sacred tithe protocol form, Jesus Christ, these people. As the last Imperial ships to come here did so under my predecessor, come to think of it, that would have been several decades ago. I do hope the logisticians responsible for such an unforgivable oversight lose their heads over this. That's enough. Tell me about Janus, what's happening here. Rebellions have caused us too many problems in recent times. With established processes, interrupt supplies and sabotage the service work. A few nobles have even been killed, and worst of all, some of the victims occupied important administrative posts. Jesus Christ. until their replacements pass their checks, complete all their induction forms, and go through the official appointment procedure. Important paperwork is going unsigned. It's a bureaucratic catastrophe. Absence of a required signature is, of course, the most horrifying thing about this situation. Indeed it is. Does the Administratum not have a sense of sarcasm? Financial reports, logistic directives, waybills for food shipments without the signature of the most respected and now deceased head of House Sakaris. Shipments to settlements in Aegis 12 have been stopped. The heirs are still dealing with the transfer of holdings. Is it sarcasm? That's an odd way to pronounce heresy. The heirs are still dealing with the transfer of holdings, and the incoming reports tell us that a quarter of the workings and the affected settlements have already died of starvation. The perimeter. If things continue, I dare not imagine what would happen. Like that deranged planet by the nameless star, so close to our own inhabitants. Where have the rebels struck? Give me... here is some information. Yay. Superbly collated. Who's directing the rebels? What are you doing to combat the rebels? What do you know about the attack on the estate? Disgraceful incident, simply disgraceful. I cannot believe these scoundrels would dare attack. Security is currently questioning the survivors, but the culprit is yet to be found. Okay, I must take my leave. Alright. More! Oh, come on. Oh, it's a moment. Could we perhaps take a brief detour for a closer look? Yes, yes we can.
It's about time.
My Auspex has detected something.
Abelard, go pick it up. For so boldly stealing you away from the others, it is just I simply wish to spend a brief moment admiring the breathtaking nature of this place. The bright blue sky looks as engulfed in a blazing sunset. Within the station's walls, I never hoped to see anything like this. A sky or sea or green leaves. Only knew them from meager memories from my childhood, or perhaps my mind simply made those up. Even my books, my heart, my mind's blissful escape do little to help me. When a scribe grows so used to what surrounds them each and every day, they begin to take for granted. No, nearby farm. That's probably a bad idea. Its petals are like velvets, and the fragrance. I say a fascinating specimen. We're seeing it in the great corpus of flora and fern. Within the Cronus expanse recorded by Magus Biologus Clorcia Protz. Thank you. It's beautiful indeed. Hey. Wanna get your feet wet? Glances uncertainly. Just your toes. Mischievous dashes of yellow and lilac are fluttering in the wind like bands around you. I have never seen you exude such colors. How unexpected. She is cold to the touch. Navigators never learned to swim, I bet. See, it's so wet and cold, and the tiny pebbles tickle my feet. Reserved seriousness gives way to genuine wonder. I never thought it would be so agreeable, and a little startling. Thank you for encouraging me. Her expression changing in a flash. Gently frees her hands and awkwardly looks away. Move a little closer, take in the view. Relishes every breath of fresh air. Her eyes half closed, listening to the sounds of the birds. As you touch slightly, Cassie starts, but does not remove her hand. Several minutes pass in timid silence, like mere moments, and eventually she pulls away. Eases the soul. I think it's time we go. I think I know what my next painting will be. Aww, that was cute. Options. Controls. Quick save. F5.
This Explorator is blessed with multifunctionality.
Oh, okay. Fragment of bone with marks made by sharp teeth. Huh. Huh. If what the
There.
if what the rebels are saying is true, are they perhaps thank you, Sierra. Dumping bodies into the water.
I won't tolerate weakness.
Found this on the body of the berries. Your blessing for the examination, Magos. Tech Breach studies that you hear distinct clicks as his cerebral cogitator is processing. Creeping creeweed, a typical plant of the Western Hemisphere. You have studied these studied the possibility of industrial contamination, but the process was found to be inefficient to specific requirements of the soil, which is found in the records only in the archipelagos of the planet. Okay, interesting. Otherworldly silence reigns over the gazebo. What's that gazebo doing? It's just there. It's a gazebo. I shoot it with an arrow. Now it's happened. There's an arrow in the gazebo. If anyone does not know the story of the Dread Gazebo, please look it up. It is a piece of original AD&D masterclass shitposting. Also, I got a foam thingy for my microphone. It might help with pops and shit. Anyway, let's talk to this very obvious mutant. She is 100% a mutant.
Iliad Lenevus greets you, Elantark.
Bizarre creature before you. Only vaguely resembles a typical human. Elongated body, slender limbs, pointed features. Every aspect is unnatural and alien. Creature turns its head to you.
Regrettable news. This creature is not a mutant as the locals assumed, but a representative of the Eldari, one of the myriad enemies of humanity. You should not trust this creature. Do not communicate with it any longer than necessary.
Thank you,
There
Hendrix.
is no need to mutilate my language, monkey. I speak yours well enough to converse with Elantark without a translator. And since you have discerned my path, I will be direct in my speech.
Did she really just call him a monkey?
My soul is nothing kin to yours. Your kind call us Xenos, as if we are all as one. I came here to protect the Lilithon by assisting the governor against her enemies. Will you hear me, or be blinded to sense by your precepts?
I will speak to you, but keep your hands where I can see them.
Reckless.
Must I remind you, Master Van Calox, that the warrant endows rogue traders with the sacred right to have dealings with Xenos when necessary? That exceptional memory of yours seems to have let you down.
I have banished the shadow of doubt from your thoughts regarding my nature. Now you will answer my question. Why have you sought me out?
Wow, there is a lot of shit to talk about. They aren't like elves from fantasy. I watched a big lore dive. They were created alongside the pre-orcs, the Corks, to fight the by the Great Old Ones, to fight the weird metal skeletons. Necrons, yes. So they are about as old as recorded history in the universe can be, and very insular. So you're the governor's mysterious helper.
I am Elantark. My hand parried the death promised to the ruler of these people, and I aided you in battle against the Lost Ones.
Right. Why are you helping the governor?
This world is in distress. I wish to protect it from unnecessary suffering.
What do you know about the rank and file rebels?
Only that they threaten the established order. There is much risk to this world should the ruler die.
There's strange tension in her voice, as though she's choosing her words carefully. Are the Xeno ruins all Dari ruins?
There is a malevolence here, that drives your kin down the path of violence?
Your answers are not particularly
But you are
helpful.
not asking for help, Ellen Tark. You are merely asking questions, the answers to which are either unimportant or wreathed in shadow. Explore this place. Speak to those who know. A simple task for you, and an insurmountable challenge for me, since my very appearance provokes fear and suspicion. When you learn anything, tell me. Perhaps then my answers will be helpful to your search.
How did you come to Janus?
The world you call Janus was once created by the will of my kin. I have far more right to be on the Lilithon than any of you.
Okay, the ruins were Eldari. What do you call me, Ellen Tark?
Because that is what you are. Ellen Tark means stranger from the darkness amidst the stars. You descended on flame-winged machines in a dark time when the air of the planet is soaked in blood and pain. Will you be the one to bring peace to the Lilithon?
I spoke to the Magos in charge of operations on the planet. He says something's gone wrong with this world. There are spontaneous mutations, animal attacks. Maybe you have anything to say about that?
The Lilithon is expressing her wrath. For centuries, this world has resisted the brutality inflicted upon it by soulless machines and unmindful creatures. But what the machine man told you, that is something else. Something more frightening. The planet is fighting an evil that has taken root in its very cradle.
So, a rebel that survived talked about strange experiments being conducted on Janus. As people are brought to the estate never seen again.
I witnessed prisoners being delivered to the rear doors under cover of darkness, but what became of them I know not. And it is not my concern what you humans do to your fellows. Ellen Tark, everything you have told me stirs doubt and alarm in my soul. I must take time to contemplate. Do not disturb me further.
No. Guess what? I'm gonna disturb you further. Alright. I think, have some plans I need to get going to. So I may have to wrap this up early again so that I can get ready for said plans. My entourage will be with me. Okay. Your tech priest mentioned ancient ruins belonging to the Xenos. Collectors of an unknown material for the prevention of an unfortunate accident are there to be declared out of bounds for all. Some things are better left under a thick layer of dirt beyond the grasp of even the enlightened minds of the Mechanicus. Rumors have reached me about oddities among Janus's population. I won't deny it. Some of our experiments exact a higher toll on the population than others. You see, recently, one of the noble families of Janus has taken on the difficult task of enhancing the attributes of our workers. So far, is involved in introducing supplements to the food and mental conditioning in modern settlements. Sometimes procedures are disrupted, and part of the population suffers side effects. Specialists of the Grevas would be better placed to inform me, but alas, they are currently engaged in the field. All the strange changes in the planet's flora and fauna. Various Wyman, but his fixation on the evolutionary process is a little extreme to me. Janus was heavily cultivated, forests were cleared, and mountains raised across half of the planet. There is no surprise that we are still noticing consequences of those changes. It is possible that the plant mutations are connected to the waste runoff from the harvesting equipment. Changes in wildlife behavior could be a reaction to the expansion of the cultivated area. Are you surprised with my knowledge that our whole dynasty has dedicated itself to taming Janus? This plentiful yet stubborn planet. Every member of the Viat bloodline is versed in the fundamentals of planetary engineering and its consequences. What's this about human ties? Is anyone to pay ties in human bodies? I'm burdened on someone's subjects who can allocate from work. For further study, some of my circle. Theobald and fellow tried to limit the effect of my powers on the lowerborn. I must take my leave. Yes, I wish to explore the estate. Alright, journal. I need to go to the bridge. Thank you. Hello, Grimos. Oh, Christ. Alrighty. Let's go. On track. As you once sought my help, I am now seeking yours. This is the final shadows of our path. I have hidden truth from you. I know a great deal about those who are deserving to be so. I want to know where they are hiding. Sharing the way out. Bring me to them. I need your revelations right now, Xenos. That is even assuming you are not lying as well. What an unexpected and suspicious revelation. It does sound like that. But please believe one thing, what propels you now is much more important than my earlier silence. Everything you discovered, everything you have learned from your kind, they're all traces of the same calamity that will eclipse the strife and wars. The face of this world, all of the signs, plain to see. I was here and the monkey failed to recognize the coming storm. What calamity? You're still holding back information. I'll feel true soon, but not here, not in this place. You know, let's have patience and trust me. If you follow the Imperial, if one of the world's in danger, so be it. Yes. Oh. Alright. I need to save the game because I am A, very tired, and B, need to start preparing for the plans later today. The plans are I am going to a sporting event with my family. And I have the tickets on my phone, so I need to get ready to go to a baseball game. So with this, I am unfortunately going to have to call it early because life is life. This is interesting. This is interesting. I'm enjoying myself. I wish I could play more, but I am physically too tired to, and I need the energy to be able to get more energy from caffeinated substances. I'm probably gonna have to go get an energy drink or something. No, it's opening day, so we're going to go enjoy some baseball. Thank you all for showing up. Sorry I was late. Sorry it's short today. No cooking show on Monday because I am going to be hanging out with Mad Ducks down in his neck of the states. Many shenanigans will be had. Also, R.I.P. Pork Toaster. For those of you who do not know, Mad Ducks made pork chops in a toaster and many other things in that toaster. A toaster that has gone above and beyond the call of duty, one might say, to give us many, many interesting lessons in culinary advances. Finally gave up the ghost. I believe the coils gave out. Rest in peace, Pork Toaster. And with that, let us rest in peace the Pork Toaster, and give let's sing it the song of its people with Hail Cargonia. Thank you everyone for showing up, and have a good day, guys.
Hold on. Land of stolen things, obey the quartermaster, unless he's a ling. Miners don't die today. Cargo techs push freight. Our enemies in disarray. All hail Cargonia.
Still a lot. Get back to work.